Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or hello and welcome if you are brand new here. My name is Chloe Swift. I'm a professional hairstylist and hair care expert, and in this video we're getting festive. We're going to do a few quick, simple hair up ideas. That's been a requested video from you guys, and I feel like this is something that every year when kind of the festive period comes around, you've got to quickly kind of go from work to then like maybe it's a Christmas meal, maybe it's like drinks with friends, and you just want something quick just to make yourself look a little bit more festive and fun and just like you're going out. So that's effectively what we're going to be doing today. So yeah, I'm really excited. I will try and keep them as quick, as simple as I can, so you guys are going to have to let me know in the comments, but let's get into it. So first of all, as you can see, my hair is done and it's looking nice already. I guess that is going to help you with these hairstyles. So ultimately, I guess it's going to take you longer if you're kind of washing and doing a pre-blow dry and kind of doing any sort of curl, but anything then you do to your hair is going to look amazing. All of these quick, simple hair ups I'm going to show you could technically just do on unstyled hair, and especially because we're going to be adding in some accessories, I just feel like actually you literally don't even need to heat style if you really don't want to. Just an accessory like really enhances your look, but just to get the best kind of look, I have literally just styled my hair with the Dyson Airwrap. If you want to know how to create this exact kind of curl shape, I will link in the description box my video about 2 videos ago, so very, very recent. I showed you how I got this kind of look and this technique, but I have used the wider 40mm curling wand, but I will literally link that video below so you guys can see exactly how I created this kind of fancy curl look. First look we are going to do, I'm going to try and hopefully work it in an order that I can kind of build onto each style. So you want to take your tail comb, and we are going to be doing a really nice, simple kind of half up style, incorporating a silk ribbon, a silk bow. And I just think this is so festive, so quick and easy. I always throw a bow in my hair if I'm like, oh, I need to look festive and I'm going out for dinner and I just want to look cute. So yeah, this bow is actually on like a little barrette clip, so I definitely recommend getting one of these because they're just so easy. Also, say try and get a length that sort of matches your hair length. So if you do have long hair, try and get one that's like got a really nice long bow tail on it, because sometimes I feel like just the shorter ones on long hair, they just don't quite look right. And taking your sectioning comb, and first thing we want to do is just get a little bit more volume up here. So we are just gonna take our first sections. This is why you've got your tail on your comb, so then you can take sections, so kind of not too thick. Hopefully you can see that. So to create teasing, we're not going crazy, we're not creating like a bird's nest on top of the head. We literally do 3 pushes only. So you go 1, 2, 3, and look at that. 3 pushes is literally enough just to get the hair to stand up. The last thing you want to do when you are creating any kind of back comb, and you don't start all the way down to the ends, that's where you literally get this big bulk and this big bird's nest. And then all I want to do is probably just take that next section back from that as well and do the same there, and that's it. I just want a little bit of volume at the top. I don't want to go too far back. The further you go back, you'll start to get like more volume here at the crown, but we don't really need that for here. I literally just want that bit right at the top there. So starting, yeah, quite close to the root, and we're going 1, 2, 3. Let that fall. Like, look how much difference that makes. And then pop that section back as well. And then just using your comb as well, we are literally just gonna comb over the top. You're not combing it out, but you just want to neaten over the top a little bit there. And just see instantly, even if we're not doing anything else, like that makes such a massive difference to the hair, especially if you've got a fringe or bangs like me. It just gives the rest that nice bit of volume through the root there. Now, important when we are doing the half up style, because this is a question that I get asked a lot. Kind of some of you are taking too much hair in the half style and then you're losing like the bulk of the rest of your hair down, or a lot of you want to cover your ears. So what we are literally just going to do, and that's why these bits haven't really got any back combing in, it's literally just that top section. All you actually want to do is take actually quite a small piece. So you want to focus the piece above the ear, so you see how my ear's still covered, all the bulk of the hair is still there. We're creating the illusion that like you've got half of the hair up. So just a little section there, a little section there, so matching on each side. I'm just gonna pop around to the back, and all I'm gonna do is just literally lay it on top of the hair. So instead I'm not taking all of this and clipping that up, that is just literally staying down nice and neat and flat, and your side pieces just go nice and loose. Again, you don't want to do them too tight here, because then that's going to affect your result here. We start looking like it's kind of separate. You want to keep it all blending so it all looks like it's all forming together. I'm just gonna overlap, so almost just create a little cross at the back, and just look how nice that shape is. Just like loose, relaxed. I'm gonna take just some normal curvy grips clips just so I can secure that before I put the bow in. I'm just gonna pop one there. One might be enough, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's enough for my hair. Just one, and I've kind of just done it on a bit of an angle just so it crosses over both of those strands. And then take in your little bow, undo that clip, and then you are literally just slide it in that bow, the barrette, the clip on top of that little section you've already done. But also just adding in that pin and that section first of all really just helps to keep it nice and neat. Whereas if you were just putting in just the bow straight away over the night, and say, especially if you're dancing, if you're like out, the bow might slip out. Whereas at least if you've got like grips underneath, that gives it that extra kind of firmness as well. And I have literally just done one, as I said, cross. If you've got really thick hair and you just want to make sure it's 100% staying in, then you can overlap the two curbies underneath and create like a cross shape. And then that is literally not going anywhere. I'll just run my comb through my hair, check it's all blending in. Let me just have a look in the mirror at the back. Oh, cute. I would definitely recommend this. Grab yourself just like a little small mirror for any hair ups you're doing, and then just almost hold it, and then so you can see it in your other mirror. But how cute is that? I just think that is so simple, so effective, really handy. It's a really good one, especially if you've already curled your hair, say in the morning, and you've gone out for the day, you've been at work, and then you just need a quick little something to change up your look and make your hair look like a second hairstyle basically. And then you can see all of this hair can literally come round if you want it to come round, or stay around the back. I quite like it to stay around the back really when I've got my hair like this. But yeah, we have not lost loads of bulk of the hair, whereas that is the one thing I see with some of you when you're putting your hair up, you're almost just getting way too much in the half up style. It's actually just an illusion that it's a half up. So that is, yeah, look one, our cute little half up with our festive bow. Hair up idea number 2, you are gonna want one of these. You might look at that and think, what on earth is that? It is actually called a pony secret. I literally got it off Amazon. I will link it down below in the description box. It's going to take a bit of getting used to, but once you've done it, and then actually you can see, oh, I know exactly how to use it. It is a game changer. So we're going to do a voluminous ponytail next. And a voluminous pony is one of those looks, especially on the red carpet, where you see celebs with those big bouncy ponies. And you see like the pony just looks so thick, and even the pony itself has got like height and volume. They've got something like this in it. Like no one's hair is naturally like that. And it isn't loads and loads of backcombing either. This is an amazing hack for those of you who just feel like when you do a pony, does it just look a bit limp and lifeless and a bit thin? So super easy. If it's your first time using it, just bear with it. We're going to section our hair into 2. So I'm going to take my index fingers here and draw a diagonal line upwards. It all depends, to be honest, where you're going to place your pony. But I'm going to do this as a nice high voluminous one. So if you want it high, we're going to go up on our diagonal. Really think about where you want your ponytail to sit. That's where you want to put the pony secret. If obviously you want like a lower pony, one more midway, then I just take my section more kind of horizontally back. But I'll go here, literally splitting it in the middle, but on like a diagonal. So you see my hair split into 2. Now I'm literally going to hide pony secret. You want this flat bit against your head, and it is quite literally just hidden inside the hair. So let me spin around, hopefully you guys can see that. I'm going to pop pony secret in there. So flat against your head, just going to kind of wedge it down like that with like the palm of my hand there. And then almost, you know how you're grabbing your pony normally and you just grab it like in between your hands there in that little crease. That's what we want to do. We're grabbing the pony, but you always want to make sure you're grabbing pony secret in the middle as well. So let me just start gathering the hair here. So you can see here, I've then now grabbed pony secret in that. And you might look at it and think, God, that looks like it's going to be really hard to hide. I thought the same as well when I was first using it. It's actually not, even though it's quite big and it's quite chunky, like by the time you've got all your hair in it, it hides it really quite well. So I've gathered all the hair and it is just looking a little bit messy at the moment. So I'm going to take my go-to kind of dressing brush. This is the Denman DM80 one, I want to say, but whichever one it is, I will definitely link it down below. We're then actually just going to make sure we're neatening all this up, but do not move this hand too much. It's obviously holding pony secret in. So I'm literally just going to brush that, and I'm just slowly opening my fingers just to like gather the hair there. And I'm just going to switch hands, and like it feels really thick, all of this, what you've got, because you're holding that rubber little thing in between your hands. Yeah, literally just get that nice and neat. That's what I mean. This is one of those that when you've done it a couple times, you're like, oh my God, that's so quick and easy. Your first time doing it, it's literally just a case of getting used to it and just being able to smooth your hair and smooth the pony while still holding it, and it's not like slipping out of half your way. I'm going to take a normal hairband, a normal elastic band, but you could also use, you know, one of those bunchies, you know, it's got like hooks on each end and then you can just wrap it around, because that's actually a lot easier to then keep this in place, and then you're not moving the kind of pony secret around too much. I feel okay just doing it with a normal elastic. So grabbing it then, it's literally a case of really try and keep that pony secret in without moving it, without flipping it. Get your ponytail in basically how you normally would. Just tie a normal ponytail. So I can still get, I guess it depends how tight your elastic is, I can still get like 3 wraps around here. Once it's in, it is really secure. You can even then grab it, squeeze it tighter. And just look at that, guys. Look how much extra volume I've got. And I'll literally just grab my wide tooth comb. I just want to make the pony look nice and neat. So I'll just comb that out. Once it's in, that's really quite solid actually. Like that is not going anywhere. And so long as you have split your hair like 50-50 in the middle, you're going to have enough hair to cover over pony secret as well. So you might be feeling like, oh my god, is it going to like expose in the middle? But no, there's like plenty of hair covering it. So then what I want to do, because I don't like to just leave a normal elastic around the hair, especially if I'm going out, I just feel like it just doesn't look quite done or finished. So you're going to take a little section, doesn't need a lot at all, but a little section from underneath the pony. I'm just going to spritz that with some hairspray just so it's lined nice and flat. Then you literally just want to wrap it around your elastic, and then hopefully, depending on the length, but you want to try and finish wrapping it underneath, and just grab another little curvy grip, and then we're just gonna secure that piece of hair underneath the pony. So yeah, that just looks instantly more done and more finished, in my opinion. What do we think, guys? When I've got a ponytail, I do like to spray on some shine spray. So this is the Colour Wow Extra Mystical Shine Spray. And I think because ponies, like, they still move in the hair, and you want it to look like really hydrated, just really shiny, I just feel like that makes such a difference as well. So that is look number 2, our voluminous ponytail. Look number 3, I want to go for that kind of really sexy 90s updo. So to achieve that, you definitely want enough hair left out around the front here. So I guess it depends how your hair's cut. At the front, obviously I've got my bangs, then I'll probably leave these bits out, and then I think we'll have to recurl these. This is going to be a super simple one with your claw clip. So I've got a really nice one here. This is from Anissa Sojka's brand, so I'll link that down below. If you can again just get a claw clip that just looks a little bit more fancy and a little bit more special, whether it's got like a bit of sparkle on, a bit of pearl like that one. And then I'm not going to use a brush to pull the hair up here. I am using my fingers, because this is, as I say, the sexy 90s kind of thrown up style. So I'm just using my hands, finger combing all of the hair up. And also, yeah, you don't want neat sections with these bits left out either. Not neat, just kind of like raked up in a way. Now we're going to do a twist. So I might have to repeat this a couple times so you guys can really fully see it. Let me just spin round. So I'm just holding that in my left hand at the moment. I'm going to take my right hand, and then I'm going to pop it kind of up and over. I really hope you guys can see this. Pop it up and over, keeping these two fingers are always going to stay together. Then I'm going to lift the pony up, wrap it around these kind of two fingers here. So you should be looking like this at this stage. Wrap it around these two fingers here. Then you want to take these two fingers, literally twist that round, twist it round again. Let me repeat it again, because actually, to be fair, that's probably a little bit too high for what we're creating. Let me do it again and not go as high. So let me go more middle of the head here and repeat it. So holding your pony in your left hand, take your right hand up and over. Two fingers, important they stay together. And your thumb, you're like this. That on top, two fingers there. Pony up, wrap the hair around those two fingers, then it's locked in. Then you're twisting your whole hand. Twist the whole hand round, so that's like one twist. Up again. Yeah, that's a better position. And honestly, that is so solid. And it then allows you to have this like lovely little piece out, which is really important for the kind of the 90s sexy effortless. And then take your claw clip. And this is a good, like really firm one as well. We're just going to take our claw clip, pop that there. And how cute is that? So cute. And then you can even, yeah, if you feel like you want to like pull these bits out even more, so you've just got a little bit more dangling down. Really cute. But I do get asked a lot as well, if your hair is like ridiculously super heavy and you're worried about that falling out or coming down, like my hair would be fine like that all night. I mean, maybe if I'm not if I'm swinging my head upside down. Maybe not if I'm dancing. But if you are worried about it falling out, just take some curvy grips, and then you can even just with the top there, if you really want to, grab that and then just make sure that is also attached to your head as well, just to make that super, super secure. And then what I'll do is take these pieces and then I'm just gonna air wrap curl these and top these up. So again, that's just something super quickly you could do. None of that almost needs to be heat styled at all, as I mentioned earlier. That could just be like quickly up, and then you can just quickly heat style these front pieces. And then I'll literally just take my fingers and then separate these curls. And instead of just having them as big chunks just falling forward, I do also just like to tuck a little bit behind my ear. And then you can always choose, if you've left too much out, almost leaving too much out is quite nice, because then you can choose to pin some extra further bits back. So let's see how we're going. Yeah, you really want it to look quite simple, to be honest. I think I might pin this extra bit back because I feel like that looks a bit too much. So if you are pinning extra bits back, keep it nice and loose. Almost you can do like a little twist as well. And then I'd secure it right in the side there. But then just make sure that, say your nice little long strand is looping up and over. So it can just like dangle over the back there. Let's just do the same with this side. Look, that on me, it depends just your hair and your face shape. But I think that just looks better and just a little bit softer with just some like wispy long pieces left out. And then definitely use some hairspray just to make your bangs and the fringe sit as you want. So I like to pull the front together, flick these ends out. This hairspray I'm using, this is the Hairstyles Lac Couture. It's a really nice light to medium hold hairspray. Comes out so fine. I love that one. I think that is just such a super simple, effective hair up. It's actually so quick and easy once you've got like the twist down, but it actually just looks really effective and like you've really made an effort. Okay guys, and I think I've saved the best till last with this one. This is the most impressive, effective, because we're using these hair accessories. These are from a brand called Keela Beads. I will definitely link them down below if they still retail them and if they're still selling these, because these aren't a recent purchase of mine. I have had these for a good couple of years, maybe even more to be honest, but Keela do loads of really cool little hair accessories like this. They're on beads, so the idea is you literally just clamp the beads down and they stay in the hair. So what we're going to do, first thing we're going to take your dressing brush, and then we're going to mist some hairspray onto the brush, and we're going for like a low pony with this one. I'm going to keep these like shorter little pieces out as well, just to add a little something. And then I'm literally just going to brush this nice and smooth and keep it more in the nape of the neck. You can definitely do it high if you want to do it higher, but yeah, I feel like we do a lower style on this next hair up. And then I'm literally just going to take my normal hair band, hair elastic, and secure a nice loose pony in the nape of the neck. Then taking your beads, so make sure they are open, ready to go. And then I'm literally just going to place them at the top of the pony. So I'm just going to pick out like a small little piece of hair, pop the bead in that, and then close it shut. And it'll snap shut. You'll be able to hear that. And then that is literally in, so secure. And to be fair, you could do this style if you have straight hair, or if you've straightened your hair and you just want a really nice sleek style. These look amazing with a straight pony. I probably wouldn't just leave them down and dangling because I've got like wave and a bit of shape in my ponytail now, but absolutely they look amazing just left down if you've got nice sleek straight hair. So I'm just going to do one in the middle there, I'm going to do one then either side of this middle one. Okay, so we've got 3 in, nice and secure. So then I'm going to split the hair into 2 with the beads. So you're taking like the beads and these embellishments with you, and just make sure your sections are fairly even and with, I guess, equal amount of beads on both sides. So then we're going to do a simple twist. So you want to twist both strands. Let's say these are going clockwise. So twist both of those clockwise, and then they want to go around each other anti-clockwise. So that is what's going to actually make this kind of stay and hold rather than all kind of fall out and all unravel. So you just want to make sure you're twisting both of them clockwise, but then over each other anti-clockwise. guys. Super simple, but I'm literally just going to now wrap this up and round itself and like do a bun basically. Get all of your curvy grips ready to go. And yeah, I'm going to wrap up, round. And you can see how the little hair accessory is just starting to like fall out now, which I really like, and just dangle. So when you feel like you've got it in a nice bun position, yeah, just take your curvy grips and you're gripping everything into place. So you probably want quite a few curvy grips because these hair accessories have kind of added a bit of extra weight to your hair. So what I like to do, open up your curvy grip like that, and then I'm getting a bit of the bun in, and then I kind of go up one way, back the other. Make sure it's really against your actual scalp. And that's literally just 3 grips in, but I can actually let go now. When I've got enough grips in to let go, then I do like to grab my little mirror. Just check the shape. Oh, that's looking so cute. But yeah, just check your shape. Check you have gripped it in the right way. Check you can't see any hair grips. I do like to pull out the little dangly chain bit. I think I'm probably about happy with that, you know? Oh, it looks so cute. I love it. I've literally given myself a bit of inspiration that I need to do this for my next night out, you know? And how cute does it go with this top as well? So there we have it, guys. That is our 4th and final look. So we have our half up with ribbon, our voluminous ponytail, the 90s twist with claw clip, and then this embellished twisted knot bun. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you recreate any of these looks, and even better, send me some pictures. If you like this video, if you learned anything new, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up, and as usual, make sure you subscribe because I bring you hair videos, hair tutorials every single week. And if you do subscribe, I'll be seeing you next week for another one of my videos. Bye guys.